extender. We want to do a quick update here. If you're new here, go down in the bottom right hand corner, hit that option center logo and subscribe. This is going to be a free video for both Patreons and for our YouTube watchers, Twitter, all those good things. So check this out. We're going to go SPX on multiple time frames, go over to the SPY, and I just want to give you a point of view. I talk in the options guy quite often, and I just want some of you guys are maybe a little bit newer, or you're seasoned, but maybe you don't see some things, and that's why I pay attention to many of people's points of view, so I can adjust mine as well. So we have SPX on the daily. Let's get into it. Sorry. We are looking at an inside day graveyard doji. This thing could go either way. Either that's a reversal to the upside, or we'll break down even further and faster, which I'm sort of leaning. I thought that we were going to dip down, make some sort of wick down below the, similar to this, down below the 100 MA, and then start a ascent to the upside for a wave one, wave one and wave two. Let me just go down to the 65 so I can describe what we're talking about. Everything's leaning bearish still. I'm bearish all the way, but I thought that I'm thinking that we're gonna bounce up here for a wave two. And if the end of wave one is done already, we're looking at the 618 being at this 4420 area right at the gap, which would work out perfect. We do have to get back inside this EM, the options expected move for the week first, before we can do that. And I can close this gap here that was closed, but we're having trouble right at this support. It was support, now resistance. Couldn't get by it a few times here. I think it tagged there 3 or 4 times. And right at the end of the day, we got were rejected off it again. So this still looks like a bear flag. If we draw a channel, so that's what we're looking at in the ES. And so if we just build a rough channel here, that's what we've been watching all day. And didn't quite make it back up to the top of the channel, but just wicking down below here. So we didn't actually break down from it. So it's a possibility that we could still go up to the upside, but this does look like a bearish flag to me. So in the micro term, we do look like we're going to pop down here for one last move for a wave 5. If we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that would be what I was thinking about. But it could still go both ways. We can't see all the way down in there, so we don't know if we ended with a wave 4 in there and 5. So if we had a 5-wave move already, then this would be a 1, 2, 1, 2 setup. You can consider 1, 2, it's a corrective move. So this would be an A, B, and then we'd start our wave 3 and hopefully get our rejection from here, from the 4420 area, and then continue our wave 3 to the downside. So we're looking at this corrective phase. Let's see which way we actually break out from it. That's very important. I think we will do that tomorrow. Whether it be to the upside or downside. So if we do break to the downside, I will be looking for that actual end of wave 1 to bounce for wave 2. So either way, we're looking for a bounce, whether it come now or after. Maybe we're setting up to go down, and then we get a nice powerful Friday move to the upside, set up for a Friday. Now, if we actually start moving to the upside, maybe we have 2 days of upside before we start our descent on the next week. So we're not using any bullish counts yet. We're in a downtrend. We're going to keep it at that. Let's move over to SPY. Let's get the daily. Trend is our friend. And just check out the volume. I mean, naturally, with the inside day like this, we're looking at less volume here. We had this nice surge of volume on the downside there, so we're still bearish whether we continue to the or we actually bounce and then work our way back down. Either way, we're looking down. Okay. With the VIX future VX. We're still above our support. We're looking at that first target. We might be flagging here, which would be bearish for the market. But did we get this impulsive move wave on up? And then we're looking to pull back a little bit before actually launching. That is what that's what I'm looking at. But I don't know if we have a pop up, first and then come back and then launch, or if we're just gonna launch, or if we're gonna pull back first and then launch. Okay, so I hope what you're that's what you're getting. Now I went long on a this is usually what I would do for the Patreons, but I want to show you why I went long on NQ. Today we came down to this nice support area, wants resistance, so we tagged this several times in the past here, and so I saw that coinciding with the nice channel that we built with this tag here, and these few tags up here, and so that coincided with this spot here, so I went long. And we also had on the MACD, this is a wedge, so we could still oscillate a couple more times down, maybe a 5-wave move as an ending diagonal to the downside. But if we break above here, then we know we have some confirmation that we are starting to break out for our bounce. Now, we had this MACD bullish divergence, so we're breaking back to the upside. You see the histogram starting to raise back up. And the same thing on the RSI. So that said to me, you know, we're going to take our chance. We're gonna take a nice bullish play here with TQQQ calls. So we did that for Friday, and then we know exactly where our stop is. That's the most important thing about trading. And we're getting a nice little lift off. We're 0.5% up there right now, but to see when you're wrong, we break back down from this wedge and this support and this channel to the downside, and that's it, folks. And we're stopped out. That's what trading's all about, knowing when you're wrong and letting the winners move. So that's all I want to show you. Hope that makes a clear picture of what we're looking at. Everything's playing out as planned. So thanks for joining us here, Options Center. We will join us in the options guys, all in the description down below. Or if you want to be a patron, get tons of information, education, one-on-one, we can do Zooms, all those sorts of things. Just it's for $5 for the first year, $10 for the second. And anyway, like this video, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good night.